Dear YouTube, today is January 31st, 2018, and this is your daily episode blog number 22. Let's quickly take a look at the portfolio. Stellar Lumens is killing it. I have to go do some research why it killed it today. However, ICX took pretty much a big dip in the last 24 hours or so. This number doesn't reflect the damages it has been done actually in the last 36. RaiBlocks, however, is now rebranded to NANO, and it has gained an 18% gain, and it's looking like it's gonna moon. It's gonna hit Binance soon, guys. So, I feel like it's gonna moon pretty quickly. I think if you buy it now, it's pretty tough to buy at 18% gains. If it was at $15, I would say, yeah, you take it, but right now, you can't. So quickly, let's take a look at ICX. And the one thing that I just wanted to go over on the ICX is how unfortunate the whole summit was. This summit, I watched it, and it was pretty much really, really, really boring. And, I mean, this is to give you an idea, the crowd was completely empty majority of the time. And they did have a lot to talk about, but just let me see if I can find a view of the crowd. This is it, okay? I expected more. I expected a lot from Icon, and this doesn't look that impressive. I wanted more viewerships. I wanted more people from Korea. I think there's a lot of foreign investors out there, and I mean, you can sort of tell by the head. And you can see he's white. He looks white. That's white for sure. Maybe that person's white. But I just wanted to see more people. Okay? And the lack of enthusiasm, excitement on Icon in the summit, I think was one of the big hitters. Now, they did release some D-apps that are pretty cool. You can check it out on Reddit. I didn't really look into it. I was just more disappointed with the whole overall production of Icon, because right now we live in a hype world in the cryptocurrency market, and they should have done I think they should have done a lot better job with what they did in production. I mean, come on, StarCraft does a better production job than this, right? Come on, guys. League of Legends does a better production job of this, right? You guys can step it up. I think Icon has learned their lessons from this, because obviously they had a huge tanking of their pricing. So let's take a look at the price. So if we look at Icon, and let's take a look at Binance, and let's just look at ICX, BTC. Let's go to the 1 hour. Can we see it in the 1 hour? Yeah, we can totally see it in the 1 hour. Look at this thing. Boom. All the way down to this point here. Oh my God. And that's a retracement. It's not that long or back of a retracement, so we retrace back to around this point here. But a lot of this was built up on the hype of the summit, and I don't think the summit delivered. One thing that is clear, we did meet new all-time highs, and we're steady at 75,000 or 7,500 satoshis. So excuse me, 75,000 satoshis. Okay, so that's the good news. Now let's go to Nano. I'm shilling for Nano really hard. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to shill for Nano, but I was just pretty happy with their website. And it's so funny. A rebrand and a website could increase a stock price this much. We live in a hype world. Okay. So yeah, I was checking out their links. They have a few links that are broken, but let's go ahead and take a look at the video. And let's do it this way.
Banks have been our trusted financial middleman
throughout history. They offer a secure place for our money and relatively easy access to it. However, with bank fees and slow transaction times, this comes at a cost. But what if buyers and sellers could securely transact with each other directly without the need of a trusted middleman? This was the driving force behind the early digital currencies. Complex algorithms combined with cryptography and a public ledger meant that banks were no longer needed to verify transactions. Yet these currencies are far from perfect. Transactions require a process called mining, where computers compete to solve complex equations for the reward of newly minted currency. But as the transaction ledger grows, this process becomes increasingly slow, inefficient, and expensive. Introducing NANO. NANO utilizes an innovative technology called the block lattice, which works without a mining process, resulting in transactions of any size being processed instantly with no fees. There's no limit to how many transactions can occur simultaneously. NANO is the digital currency designed to function on a global scale. NANO's vision is to bring digital currency to the masses. We are focused on creating innovative applications that put NANO at the heart of people's everyday lives. And this is just the beginning.
So that's NANO, folks. I really liked their video the first time I watched it. The second time it wasn't as impressive, obviously, but overall, if you did visit XRB or RaiBlocks website or RaiBlocks website, it was total trash, and the amount of improvement is significant. But this has to go. They could host this video on their own site. They could do that. This just looks really cheesy, and then you get other videos. No, you're advertising now for other brands here. Don't want to do that. Some of the links down below do not work as well, but overall, I'm very pleased with NANO, and they got a lot of work to do ahead of them. I think they really tried hard to get this all done, but they need more. If you look at the team has grown significantly. So you have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 developers. Team has grown significantly over time, and this is what happens when the coin gets value, right? They could now that's what we're doing when we're buying XRB. We're actually helping out the team and to give them some liquid cash so that they could hire some new people. So there we go. Overall, pretty happy with NANO. If you guys don't know, NANO is 0 fees. It's 0 fee cryptocurrency that Bitcoin should have been. That's what NANO is about. The problem with NANO is that's all it does. No smart contracts, no ID verification, no dApps building on top of NANO, no POS, none of these other technologies. All it does is send some cryptocurrency, and they do it really well. Okay, peer-to-peer transfer of wealth, they do excessively well. That's what they're known for. But they have nothing else going for them. Absolutely zero. The question is, with the block lattice strategy they have, can you put smart contracts on top of that? Or do they partner up with another blockchain, such as WAN chain, for example, and somehow they do some integrations. You do smart contract in a different blockchain, but payment is done in XRB. We have yet to see. Partnerships need to happen with NANO for NANO to succeed, because they have a lot of holes. So, exit strategy. I right now on KuCoin have it selling at the all-time high it was before. I really should reduce it to only 50% of that. I'm feeling pretty hyped about it. It's just my bot needs a little bit more money, so I need to throw that into my bot. Real quick, last but not least, let's take a look at the bot. And we are at 2 bags right now. And both bags are not too bad. We're at 3 DCAs on one, 2 DCAs on the other. We have made some additional sales. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use the counter officially here, where I will just look at the BTC gains. So yesterday, I was at 1.2. The whole week, I gained 38, but that's not true. We are at, so if we compare this number from yesterday, we are at 1024. We are at now 1033, which is a 9% gain. Why am I not making money? Well, let's take a look at this real quick, guys. Everything is up except DGT, or excuse me, DGD. One thing I noticed too, Request Network is also tanking. So I'll show you real quick, Request Network, and it meets my criteria, and it meets the volume. However, my bot's not buying it, so I sort of need to figure out why. There's a few bugs I need to address. So today I just made some slight modifications to have a slightly earlier buy and a very small minimal amount increase on my initial buy. So instead of buying at, I believe, 22,000 Satoshis, I increased that to 24,000 Satoshis because I'm comfortable that I'm not holding bags. And then I have reduced my moving average numbers, so I buy in a little bit earlier because majority, like you see here, everything is on a positive swing. Okay, so if I take a look, everything's positive, and I'm only willing to buy things that are negative. I don't want to buy on the ups because then it'll come down. I need to buy on the dip so then I can make money up. So that's where that's at. So far, everything looking pretty good. I do want to get rid of these bags pretty soon, hopefully. This is going to probably DCA again. Don't really know what this coin's about. I don't really blacklist or do safe list of any coins at this time. I'm still experimenting on it. I really want to. You really need to make your mistakes and learn from your mistakes. So I'm sharing my information to you. Hopefully you guys learn something too. Anyways, this concludes my video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, thumbs up. Thanks.